What's up, guys? Ruben from Galantes here. It has been 2 weeks again, and as stated in the last video, one of those 2 weeks I was unfortunately not really able to work on the game. However, I did, of course, think about the game, and in the final few days leading up to today, the video upload date, I was actually able to put some of it into practice. And yeah, I'd love to show you it because we can finally fight our first enemies in Galantes. Their AI, or rather state machine, is not really fully developed, let's say. But it is a start. It is a good starting point, and I want to quickly show you the thoughts that I had behind the whole damage and combat system that I was thinking about, that I have now like a prototype implemented into the game. I'm gonna quickly skip over that, and then you're gonna meet two of my buddies and see how they fight me. It's exciting, guys, and let's head into it. So the basic principle behind the damage system in Galantes, I was thinking that it should be as close to reality as possible, so it feels natural. So what I was thinking about is that every item or also person, you know, when you punch someone, you deal damage to them in real life. You can fracture their bones, you can hit them back, whatever, right? But if someone just walks onto your fist, just gently, even though it could deal damage without you swinging it, it won't deal as much, right? So what I was thinking about is storing the capability of doing damage into such objects. For example, the green blob, which should be poison, but it's just damage right now. But you could also think about a fire, you know? When you touch fire, it will always burn you. It will hurt you, and therefore it will deal damage. So I'll basically make a damage script, which is the transfer of damage with a small base damage for stuff like fire that doesn't need to be flinged at your face to hurt you. On the other hand, if we look at the weapon here, right? Right now it's just a block basically, but let's imagine it's her wrench, the big wrench. If it's just laying somewhere or she's running, and some enemy would collide with it, we don't want it to deal damage, right? So this is an item that has a damage collider, but the damage collider needs to be activated. And we do that through the animation set of Unity. So whenever Ney swings a weapon, with the animation, it is timed on the animation frames. You can open the collider for when she's hitting that motion of really swinging the weapon at the enemy. And we will close the collider once she's done attacking, so it won't deal damage anymore. Same, of course, goes for enemies. And the character's stats, such as strength or how hard they swing, or in Ney's case, if she has upgrades or crafting stuff, which increases her power, this will all be transferred to the damage collider script, increase the damage you deal. And on the other hand, we have, of course, a character stat defensively. How good is their resistance? Did they block it? And stuff like that. So this is what I had envisioned, and I have implemented it now. And to test this, we have our first state machines or enemies. And I want to quickly give a shout out to Sebastian Grace for a great tutorial that I have followed. He makes great tutorials for Dark Souls-like games or even Elden Ring with all the network stuff. So if you're interested in getting into that kind of stuff, it was also something that motivated me, and I can highly recommend him. He's a very cool guy. He even helped me out when I had problems, so he messaged back. So really a big shout out to Sebastian Graves and his work. Please visit his channel, check out his content. It's really great. Now, with that being said, let's meet our first opponent. His name's Kyle. And Kyle is very special. I'll show you what I mean by it. Let's see what happens when we get close to him, yeah? He spots us. Closing in. Easy dodge, no problem. Yep. And he's doing his thing, yep. Karate Kyle. Almost got a hit in. Not bad. Oh, he got me. He got me. It's getting close. Yep. Nice dodge. Okay, he's improving. He's improving. But as you can see, I don't need to do much to defeat Kyle. He's not the strongest. I mean, he almost killed me, but just because I was like AFK for half the time. So yeah, first iteration, not too good. Not too good. But it's okay, it's a start. Now while I adore Kyle, because he's basically like a cute puppy, in the process of tinkering around with the state machines, taught by Sebastian Graves, I accidentally created a monstrosity. Something so evil, so powerful, that it should not be allowed to exist. It's truly terrible. I'm gonna show you Chad. The man, the myth, the legend, and bane of existence of everything I love. And I'm gonna show you why exactly I hate Chad from the bottom of my heart. Alright, so here we are again in the game. While Kyle was beaten on the first playthrough, this is Galantes playthrough number 1333. So yeah, Chad has beaten me more than once. And I will show you why he beats me. Because just see if you spot the difference between Chad and Kyle. And I don't mean the appearance. Not only, at least. Chad's a dick. Okay. He's closing in. Let's see if I can dodge him. No. No way. He double whamped me right from the start. Try to escape him. Let's try to dodge again. No way. No way. Look at him. He's flexing on me now. Because he just knows he's better. It's basically his version of teabagging me after showing total dominance. Because there's no way to beat Chad. He's the ultimate killing machine. And he's evil. This is what Chad is. Now, this is a problem, guys. A problem that I need to solve. And guys, I think I did find a way to eradicate Chad. Because he is too powerful to be left alive. I thought about buffing me or nerfing him. So he would not, you know, absolutely beat the living shit out of me. However, I did not change a single line of code. You know why? That's right, because of the damage system. I didn't even change anything in the scene. You know what I did? I've been thinking. A 200 IQ strategy to beat Chad. Now watch me end his existence. Come on, boy. Take you for a ride. Baiting, boom! You see that? Because this thing always... Let's assume it's a fire, okay? It's a fire and I bait Chad in. Come on, boy. Come on. He's running circles. Come in, boy. Yes! You see that? Oh. You got a double hit. But I'm just too smart, Chad. That's what you get. Now I can flex on him. Oh yeah, that's a bug, huh? Yeah, I can still damage him when he's dead. I can kill Chad over and over again. Nice. I think there's a lot to learn from Kyle and Chad. And the takeaway is that they are a spectrum of Galantes. Kyle is way too weak. And Chad is too much of a dick. And also very powerful. It's impossible to dodge him, so skill won't bring you very far. So the takeaway is that I'll have to invest some time to find a middle ground, a spectrum in the spectrum for some easier enemies, some medium enemies, and the hard ones, probably bosses and mini bosses. We do want to have a challenge in there. And before I move on to explain the next 2 weeks, I want to give a last shout out to Kyle and Chat. And in the famous words, let them fight. I don't know about you guys, but I do have a pretty good hunch on who's gonna win this battle. You know who I'm voting for? Well, it's the first time I'm seeing this together with you, so I'm very excited. I hope it even works, but I think it should. And let's see. Kyle versus Chad. Good versus evil. And bad versus extremely powerful. Let's see. Woo! Okay, hold on. Chad actually got a hit in. I mean, Kyle. What? No way. Oh, it was so close though. Oh my god, do you see that? Kyle almost killed Chad. He was so underrated. He killed him. Well, I guess they shouldn't be fighting after they're dead, right? That's a bug. I will work on that. But still, what? While Kyle was still alive, he almost killed Chad. That means, and in a conventional way, that means Kyle was actually better than me all along. Oh my god. Kyle's better than me. Well, that's a hard one. That hurts. But it's okay, I'm proud of my boys. Yeah. On whoever would have won. I'm proud of both of my boys. They did well. Thank you, Kyle and Chad. You can rest now, peacefully. Woo! What a thrill. But that basically concludes this devlog and what has been done in the last 2 weeks. Now for the next 2 weeks, as an outlook, I actually have a lot more time on my hands. So I will try to polish this whole system, maybe work on the AI and also on nice movement because it felt a little clunky to play. Also work on the damage system and the combat system just to improve it, because it is the basis of whole Galantes, right? Besides the exploration, crafting, upgrading and all that stuff, which is still to come, you want to have good fight experiences, because the whole crafting and upgrading goes into improving your combat experience in the end, and movement of course, but mainly combat. So I want to get that right first, at least to a prototyping level where it's kind of enjoyable to play. Doesn't have to be perfect, bugs are okay in the beginning, but that is what I'm gonna do in the next 2 weeks. Now, also a short update. We have a 4th person in the Discord, besides my 2 friends and me, and I don't know who it is. So we've got our first actual new joiner, and I'm not gonna spoil your new username, but welcome to the channel. Very happy to have you. If you wanna help out the game and the channel, please consider leaving a like and a comment about what you liked about this video, what you want to see improved or worked on next. And if you don't want to miss any updates, any future devlogs or other updates in the next 2 weeks, then please consider subscribing as well. And other than that, I just have one thing to say. Chad is a dick. Don't be like Chad. Be like Kyle. Let other people win for once in a while. With that said, I wish you all a very good day and stay healthy. And I wish you all the best. Ruben out.